Good afternoon, my Dhamma brothers and Dhamma sisters. Today is the 2nd November 2030. Afternoon lecture. We continued Brahma Yajana Sutta. Brahma Yajana Sutta. In this sutta, the Buddha clarified the two dhammas which are profound. Paticcasamuppada, dependent origination, and Nibbana. In this sutta, what is Nibbana? Also the Buddha mentioned using the Sabha Sankhara Samatha Sabbupati Pati Nesaga Tanakaya Viraga Nirodha. Using these terms, the Buddha clarified the meanings of Nibbana, clarifying Nibbana. So we should understand through this sutta. Nibbana is state of free from absence of sankhara. It's state of absence of sankhara. No sankhara at all. Sankhara means conditioned things. There is no conditioned things. In Nibbana stage, there is no cause and effect which is produced. So, Sabha Sankhara Samatha. Sabbupati Pati Nesaga means Nibbana is where there is no aggregate, no mental defilements, no karma at all. Such a state is begin image about Nibbana. Tanakaya mostly use this term. Tanakaya, destructions of craving. Viraga, Nirodha, dispassion and the sensations of suffering. So Nibbana described by means of these words. Then the Buddha explained it. Why these dhammas hard to see? Kichina me digatan halandani pakasito ragadosa predehi nayandamosu sambuddho. Ragadosa predehi, oppressed by ragadosa and moha. Because of the beings have raga and dosa moha. These raga, dosa, moha influence them. Therefore, they cannot see Paticcasamuppada and Nibbana. This profound Dhamma. Dhamma remains, but it cannot be seen because of influence by raga, dosa, moha. That is the meaning. Then Patisota Kame Nipunan Gambiran Dodasan Ano. The profound dhammas are explained these words. Patisota Kame. The Dhamma which is profound. The Dhamma discovered by the Buddha is Patisota Kame. Patisota means against the current, against the stream, against the currents of river. Patisota. Kami means going against the stream, going against the current. Patisota Kami. Actually, in the river, to go up against current must work hard. Not so easy to go up against the current. But it is easier to follow the current. To follow. Nibbana is the Dhamma. Nibbana is the practice for Nibbana is like that. Patisotagami. To go up against the current is not easy. This Dhamma is like going up the current against the going up against the current. Patisotagami, Nibbana, subtle, Gambira, profound or deep. Dodasa, how to see. Unknown, also very subtle. Gambira and Dodasa, unknown. Anu means to see very small. Very small means you see cannot be see microscopic things like that. Only can be seen with the microscope. Nibbana also, you should have a microscope. Otherwise you cannot see. Unknown, that is, using these terms, you see. Deep, hard to see, subtle, very subtle, which is going against the street, like going against the street. Such a Dhamma, such a profound Dhamma, Ragarata Natakandi, those who fired with the lust. Raga Rata, literally Rata means attached. Attached by craving, Raga Rata. You see, this fired by lust. Those fired by lust, Ragarada. Those who are fired by lust, Ragarada. Natakandi. We never see, Natakandi. Why? The more kandi na avuda. The more kanda. Mess of darkness. Great darkness, what to say. Avuda means obscured by darkness. Hindered by darkness. Concealed by darkness. That is, cannot be seen. So, Patisota Kame Nibbana Gambiran Dodasa, no. Raga Rata Natakandi Tamo Kandi Na Auda. The whole sentence says, those fired by lust, obscured by darkness, will never see the profound Dhamma. Deep, the absolute Dhamma, profound, deep, hard to see, subtle. Going against the street. Nibbana exists, but so deep to see. So deep. Gambira. So deep, so profound to see. Therefore, if you wish to see Nibbana, we must try to remove attachment we must try to remove the hatred and delusion. So, in that case, attachment is so influence our mind. Ignorance, avijja, darkness, hindered us. In Paticcasamuppada also, avijja and Dhamma, these two are important factors. In samsara, they lead, these two factors lead. Avijja paccaya sankhara. Then Dhamma paccaya uparana paccaya bhava. Avijja and Dhamma. Here also mentioned raga rata nata khanti dhammo khande na ahuda. The Buddhas, you see, not different from one place to another. From one discourse to another, not so different. Explain the same things, you see. Dhamma and avijja is very, very important. Therefore, these two are the root of samsara. Vutta mula, the root of samsara. These are root. We must try to uproot it, these two. Otherwise, we cannot see Nibbana. Must be uprooted. Here also emphasizes only these two, ragarata, dhammo khande na ahuda. Dhammo khanda means avijja. Avijja and raga. Sometimes you see, avijja followed craving. Sometimes craving followed avijja. Dhamma followed avijja. Sometimes avijja followed dhamma. Sometimes dhamma lead, avijja followed. Sometimes avijja lead, dhamma followed. Accordingly. You see, some people say, I know it is not good, but I cannot give up. I know that it is not good, bad result, but I cannot give up because of Dhamma lead. Even know that is not good because of Dhamma's leading at that time. At first, we don't know the result. Therefore, we think it is good, it is better. We have a commit to evil. At that time, avijja lead. Because of ignorance, we do evil. That case, avijja is leading, dhamma is following. Like the person drug addict. First he just taste. His friends persuade that is very good dreams. Use this drug, good dream, very tasteful, very luxurious. He think it is better, but don't know the result of drug, the effect of drug. Therefore he taste. That is avijja lead. Dhamma followed. When he became drug addict, he knows that is bad result, not good, but cannot give up. Continues. Therefore, these two, one lead, the other follow. Accordingly, in samsara, therefore, we have no way to find the exit. Fire is burning, we never find exit. what has happened? Any building. In samsara, the beings are in such a situations. Burning buildings, there is no exit to find out. Like you say, World Trade Centers, you see. World Trade Centers, burning. People didn't find exit. So Ragarata Nada Kandi Dhammo Kandi Na Auda Idiha Bhagavato Padisan Chikato Apok Sukhataya Chitan Namati No Dhamma Desanaya Idiha as Bhagavato, the great teacher, reflected thus. Padisanchikato reflected thus. Aposukadaya Chitan Namati. His mind inclined to living at ease. To living at ease. His mind inclined to living at ease, not to teaching the Dhamma. Because of Dhamma and listeners, between Dhamma and listeners, the gap is very big. The gap is very big. Therefore, the Buddha thinking about that. Idiha Bhagavato Padisanchikato Aposukataya Chitan Namati No Dhamma Desana. Then Brahma somebody came down and requested to preach Dhamma. This sutta is not completed. This sutta I want to explain about Nibbana. Okay, these lines are important. Itam biko tanan dodasan yadidan sabasankhara samato sabupati pati nisako tanakayo virago nirodo nibbana. What is a nibbana? The Buddha mentioned, so according to Brahmayajana Sutta. Then let us move on. The next one. Nawa Sutta. Nawa means newcomer. Nawa means newcomer. New one. The person who newly came into Sasana. Newly entered the order. Nawa Sutta. The newly ordained bhikkhu. Young monks want to say. Young monks, not because according to age, but entered the order soon. Not just entered the order. So Nawa Sutta. According to this sutta, Savatiyam Viharati. The great teacher dwells at Savatthi, in Savatthi. Tinakhabana samayena anyataro nawo bhikkhu. On that occasion, anyataro is certain, nawo bhikkhu, newly ordained bhikkhu. According to Vinaya test, Nawa Machima Thera, 3 levels. The monks have 3 levels. Nawa means from one rainy season and up to 5 rainy seasons. 5 vasa. From 1 vasa and from no vasa up to 5 vasa. This is called Nawa. Younger than 5 years of monkhood. So, from 1 to 5, according to Vasa, these monks are called Nawa, the young or the youth, you can say. Even aged 80, he is the young. Newly ordained. Not consider the age. Not consider the age. The young. So, from 6 to up to 9 or 10, there's Majjhima. Middle age. From 10 to up is called Thera. Elder. Since that, because of his experience, the Dhamma, 10 years start. The experience started from 10 years up. This is called Thera. According to rainy retreat, the monks' levels are classified. Mahathera means after 20. Yeah, Mahathera. Yes, great elders. Mahathera. After 20 rainy seasons, Thera, Mahathera. So here, Anyataro Nawa Bhikkhu is certain newly ordained bhikkhu. Pachabhattam Painapata Patikando. After returning from alms round, Pachabhattam. You see, Pachabhatta means Painapata Patikando. Painapata Patikando means, you see, after returning from the alms round. Pachabhatta means after having meals. On those days, monks going round for alms. After that, they approach some buildings. These buildings are for visitors. Monks approach the buildings, sitting on it, they have a meal. Not carried up to monastery. They eat inside such a buildings. Therefore, Pachabhatta, after having their meal, Painapata Patikando. They go around for alms and have their meals in the village or in the town, not carried because of very far. They stay at forest. They stay forest. On those days like that mostly. Pachabhatam Painapata Patikando. After returning from arms around. Viharam Pavisaitawa. Entered his dwelling. Viharam Pavisaitawa. Apostle called Tony Buddha Sankasayati. Apostle called living at the east. To nothing. He lived at ease. Not working. Without a working, live at ease. Live at ease. Apostle call. Don't need Buddha. Keeping silent. Keeping silence. Sankasayati means dwells. Sankasayati. Apostle God Domni Buddha Sankasayati. He dwells at ease, keeping silence. Do nothing. Quietly stay. Na bhikkhuna vaya vachang karoti jivarakara samaye. He did not render service. He did not render service. Service means vaya vacha. Not help other monks. Not serve other monks. He did not render service to the bhikkhus, to the other bhikkhus. At the time of making ropes, jivarakara samaya. Jivarakara samaya. Making ropes. On those days, it's not ready-made. No ready-made ropes. People are offered only cloth, not a dress. Therefore, to have rope, monks help each other. Help each other. To make a rope, help each other. Jivarakara samaya. All monks help each other to make a road. So such a time that monks are not to keep his service to any other. He never helped the monks. He stayed quietly. He lived at his ease. That is the meaning. He did nothing. Atanko Sambhula Bhikkhu. Atanko Sambhula Bhikkhu. Then Sambhula means a number of bhikkhus. A number of bhikkhus. Many monks for. A number of is maybe 2, 3, 4. Sambhula Bhikkhu. Sangha and Sambhula. That is also mentioned in number. What is a Sambhula? What is a Sangha? Sangha is at least must be 4. At least must be. Minimum number must be 4. 4 persons to be called Sangha. Less 4 is called Sambhula. Less 4 Sambhula. 2, 3 monks. If it's 4, must be called Sangha. That according to Vinayas. According to Sutta, Sambhula means a Sambhula they use. 2, 3, 4 monks are called Sambhula. All the group all participated are called Sangha, according to Sutanta. So here, Athakho, then the many monks, then number of bhikkhus. In number of bhikkhus, many monks. Yena Bhagava Tenu Upasangameju. Yena Bhagava Tena Upas. Where they are the great teacher approach. Approach. Where is the great teacher? Approach there. Where is the great teacher? I want to say. Yena Tena Upasangamani. They approach where there is the great teacher. Yena Bhagava Te Nupasangamesu. Upasangamedawa, having approached Bhagavanta Abhivadedawa, paid homage, having paid homage to the great teacher, having paid homage to the great teacher, having paid homage to the great teacher. Ekamantan nisidensu. Nisidensu means set down to one side. Ekamanta. Set down to one side. Ekamantan nisena ko tebeku bhagavantan etadoso. Those monks who sat in one side, set to one side, reported the matter. It had also reported the matter to the blessed one, to the great teacher. Reported this matter. Awocho reported this matter to the blessed one, to the great teacher. He had never used the pronouns, never used Bhagavantam. But according to English, he used capital letter, he used. He or him, referring to the Buddha. So they report Ita bandi anyataro nowo bhikkhu pacchapatam painapata patikando viharam pavisedoa aposoko toni buddho sangasayati na bhikkhunam vaya vachang karoti sivarakara samaye. Like before this one, the same. Okay, Ita Bandi, Venerable. Here is certain newly ordained bhikkhu. After me, returning from the alms round, entering the building, dwells at ease, doing nothing, keeping silence, Na bhikkhuna vaya vachang karoti chivrakarasmi. At the time making ropes, he never rendered his service to the monks. He never participated to help monks. That is the meaning. They want to say this monks are very lazy. They want to say very lazy, never help us. Athakho bhagawa inyataram bhikkhu amantesi. Then the great teacher, Athakho, then the great teacher addressed a certain bhikkhu. Thus, bhikkhu amantesi. Ehi ton bhikkhu mama vachanena tam bhikkhu amantehi sattha tan avuso amanteti ti. Kam bhikkhu, tell that bhikkhu in my name. Tell bhikkhu in my name. Tell bhikkhu in my name. That the teacher calls you. The teacher calls you. Satthatam avuso amanteti. Satthatam avuso amanteti. Satthatam avuso amanteti. The great teacher called you friend. Avuso means a friend. Friend, the great teacher called you. So, evam banditi called Sobekhu Bhagavato, or evam banditi Sobekhu Bhagavato Patisodoa, Yena Sobekhu te Nupasingami, Upasingami dwa Tambekhu etata vocha. Yes, Venerable Sir. That bhikkhu replied. He went to that bhikkhu and told to him, the teacher calls you friend. The teacher calls you friend. Here, Bandi and Avuso, these two terms, you see, these two terms. In Buddha's lifetime, the monks use Avuso each other, junior, senior, whatever may be. Junior to senior, senior to junior, they use avuso. Friend, like that. But before Prinivana, just before Prinivana, lying down at the bed, the Buddha told Venerable Ananda, after my pass Prinivana, into Prinivana, the using words must be changed. Junior must call senior Bandi. Senior must use to junior also. So that's a change. On those days, you see, even Panchavaki monks called the Buddha Avuso Gautama. They use avuso. So Bandi is respectfully. Avuso also not a respect. Friend. So after Pranivana, this use changes. Buddha's lifetime use monks, senior, juniors, whatever may be. Each other calls also, like that. According to Mahaparinivana Sutta, you can read Mahaparinivana Suttas mentioned about that. Satthatam avuso amanteti ti. Eva mausoti so bhikkhu tassa bhikkhu no patisodoha. Yena bhagavate nupasangami. Yes, friend, that bhikkhu replied. And he approached the great teacher, paid homage to him. Yena bhagavate nupasangami. Upasangami dva bhagavanta bhivadetva ikamanta nisati. Paid homage to him and sat down to one side. Ikamanta nisainam khotam bhikkhu bhagava itarosa. The great teacher then said to him, Satyankira Bhikkhu, Satyankira Tom Bhikkhu, Pachabhatam, Painabhata Patikando, Viharam Pavisedoa, Apostle Ko, Toni Buddho Sankasayati. Na Bhikkhuna Vyavachangarodi Sivarakara Chamayi, Samayi. The Buddha asked this question. Is it true? No, Satyankira. Is it true? Satyankira, is it true, Bhikkhu? Satyankira Tom Bhikkhu. That after me returning from the Amsara, you entered your dwelling, up past the time living at ease, keeping silent. You do not render service to the bhikkhus at the time of making ropes. The Buddha inquired like that. So that monk replied, Aham bhikkho bhante sakangechan karomi. Aham bhikkho bhante sakangechan karomi. Venerable sir, I also doing my own duty. The man replied like that. Venerable sir, I am also doing my own duty. Sakangechan. I also doing my own duty. Aham bhikkho bhante sakangechan. Sakangechan means own duties. Kromi. Athakho bhagawa tassa bhikkhu no cetasa ceto privideka manyaya bhikkhu amandesi. Then the great teacher, having known cetasa ceto privideka manyaya, inyaya means having known with his own mind the reflection and that the bhikkhu's mind. Cetasa ceto privideka. Cetasa by his own mind. Ceto privideka. Inyaya. Know the monk's mantra thought, want to say. Monk's thought. Reflection. The bhikkhu's mind. Bhikkhu Amandesi addressed the bhikkhus. So, the Buddha, knowing the monk's mind with his mind, then address monks, Makho tome bhikkhave edasa bhikkhu no uchayeta. They complained. Therefore, the Buddha said, bhikkhus do not find fault with this bhikkhus. Makoto me bhikkhave edasa bhikkhu no uchayeta. Finding fault, uchayeta means. So the Buddha said, do not find fault. Do not find fault, ma uchayeta, with this bhikkhu. Makoto me bhikkhave edasa bhikkhu no uchayeta. Bhikkhus do not find fault with the bhikkhus. Eso ko bhikkhave bhikkhu chatonan janana avi cetasikana daitatama sukha viharana nikama lavi akecha lavi aksira. The monks are not sleeping. He absorbed jhana. After me going into the room in set ease with the absorbing jhana samapattis. Jhana samapattis. Meditate, you see. He's absorbing jhana. Therefore he said, Venerable sir, I am also doing my own duties. He stayed with the meditation. Attainment of jhana. Therefore, the Buddha said, this bhikkhu is one who gained at will. Who gained at will. Akasira Nibbana. Without the trouble, akasa labi, or difficulty, the full jhana that constitutes of higher mind and provide a pleasant dwelling at this very life. Dita Dhammi, Dita Dhammi, Dita Dhamma Sukha Viharana. Dita Dhamma Sukha Viharana means a pleasant dwelling with it. A pleasant dwelling in this very life. In this very life. Chatonan Jananam Avi Chetasikanam Dita Dhamma Sukha Viharana. Here, Chatonan Janana, four jhanas stages. Avi Chetasikanam means constitute the higher mind, abhijita. That is, you see, concentrated mind, abhicetasika. Chatonan Janana Avicetasikana. These jhanas are called Dita Dhamma Sukha Viharana. A pleasant dwelling. Sukha Vihara, pleasant dwelling at this very life. So, jhana stages are called Dita Dhamma Sukha Vihara. About happily in this life. Stay happily in this life. Dita Dhamma Sukha Vihara. Pleasant about Vihara. Dita Dhamma Sukha Vihara. There is a taking rest, mental rest. When I was young, I read a line from the text. Sariputta's 44 years and never sleep. Never sleep. I think how to stay without sleeping. I want to sleep a lot. Sariputta never sleep. 44 years. I don't understand this one. Because Sariputta dwells with this jhana samapatti and plus samapatti. Like a sleeping. Better than sleep. Sleep sometimes, you see, nightmare is sweating, afraid, fearing. Nightmares, any dream. Sleeps sometimes are not nice. Yes, absorbing jhana, absorbing plasmapati is better than sleep. Therefore, no need to sleep. No need to sleep. Now I understand. Before I don't understand. Why to remain without sleeping? Therefore, it is called, you see, Chatonam Jananam, four jhana stage. Abhicetasika constitutes of higher mind. Dita Dhamma Sukha Viharana, this is for pleasant feeling in this very life. Nandamalabhivamsa, he can obtain at his will. Whenever, wherever he wants. He can attain easily. That is the meaning. Nandamalabhivamsa. Akechalabhi, not hard to attain. Very easily to gain this such a state. Akasira labhi, without difficulty, he can absorb such history. So that monks are absorbing, attaining the 4 jhana stages. Yasataya, yasa chataya, kula Buddha, Sammadeva akarasma nagariyam papajanti, Tara nuttaram brahmacharya priyosana, Theravada me sayam benya sachikadawa, upasampacha viharati. The monks' situation, the monks' rank, the Buddha has explained. He is one who, by realizing it for himself with the direct knowledge, Theravada me sayam abhenya. He is one who, by realizing it for himself with the direct knowledge, in this very life, Theravada me sayam abhenya sachikatawa, enters and dwells in the unsurpassed gold, unsurpassed anuttara, unsurpassed goal, anuttara, about the holy life, brahmacharya priyosana, for sake of which clansmen rightly go forth from their household life into homelessness. So, Yasataya Kula Buddha Sammadeva Garasma Anagariyam Papasanti. What do you want to say? You see, what did the Buddha want to say? On those days, the clansmen, Kula Buddha, clansmen, Kula Buddha, clansmen, Kula Buddha, entered the order, Papachanti, entered the order. So, from household life into homeless life. Homelessness into homelessness. Actually, this was Akarasama Anagariyam Babachanti. They entered into the order. So, what to say? So, they entered the order from householders' life to homelessness. Now it is a homeless is not good. Homeless. Actually, this one, want to say, Akara means, you see, householders' lives. Stay with the family, searching for money with a job. Such a life is Akarasama. Householders' life. Stay with the family. But the monks' life is not with the family. With the family. That is the meaning of Akarasama Anakariya. Not a homelessness. The meaning is never live such a life with a householder's life. Never live such a householder's life. He never lived with a family life. He lived solitary life. That is the meaning. Karasma Nagariyam Baba. Solitary life. The Buddha also, you see, as a bodhisattva, he renounced his householder's life. He renounced everything. Abandoned his rank. Abandoned everything, you see, renouncing everything. He lived a solitary life. That is the meaning. Agarasama anagariya papachanti. For what? Samadhiva means with a good intention. With a good intention. For what? Tadanodaram jamasariya priyochana. Theravada me sayambenya sachikatva vivedan. They wish to attain the brahmacharya priyosana. That is Nibbana, you see, the inner suffering. Brahmacharya priyosana means Nibbana. Nibbana, the goal of brahmacharya, the goal of holy life. No? The goal of holy life. Brahmacharya priyosana. Priyosana, we can translate, priyosana means the goal. The goal of the holy life. The goal of the holy life. For the sake of which a clansman rightly go forth. Rightly go forth is papachanti, is translated, rightly go forth. Papachanti. So, what purpose? What purpose? The people's going forth. The people's go forth, going forth. Their purpose is, you see, to have a goal of the holy life. Brahmacharya priyosana, dharanudram. That is Radha Mega and Radha Phala. To attain Radha Mega, Radha Phala, they change their life. They change their lifestyles, no? Lifestyle. Renouncing the family life and living solitary life. Brahmacharya priyocana. Theravada me sayambenya sachikatva means referring to the Radha Mecca, Radha Phala. So, all words are translated in this way. He is one who, by realizing it for himself with the direct knowledge, sayambenya dasikatva, in this very life, enters and dwells in that unsurpassed goal, anuttara, unsurpassed goal of the holy life, for the sake of which clansmen rightly go forth from the household life into homelessness. So with the purpose explained. Ida mawocha bhagawa, ida wudwana sukato atapara ida docha. This is what the great teacher said. Ida mawocha bhagawa. This is what the great teacher said. Ida wudwana. Having said this, sukato, where speakers, sukato, where attained Nibbana. Yeah, the fortunate one. Atabra idadosa, idadocha sata. The teacher, Father said, Atapara, Father said this. So, that monks, you see, that monks, Arahant, you see, Arahant, he attained with the jhana. Jhana also he attained. Radha Mega, Radha Phala also he has attained. He is not ordinary monks. He is a Arahant. with the powerful monks, with the powerful, mental powerful, with the mental power. He attained the 4 states of jhanas. Therefore the Buddha said, then Nayidan Sitila Maraba Nayidan Apena Chitamasa Nibbana Adhikandavan Sabadokha Pamochana Na Idan Sitila Maraba Na Idan Sitila Maraba Na Idan Na Yidan Apena Tamasa Nibbana. No? Sitila Maraba. Sitila Maraba. So you must try ardent. You must work hard. Otherwise you cannot attain Nibbana. That is the meaning. Na yidan sitila maraba Nibbana dikandava, I want to say. So not by means of slack endeavor. Must have strong endeavor. Not by means of slack endeavor. Sitila maraba. Not by means of feeble effort. Apena Dhammasa. Must great work, must work hard, want to say, must work hard. For attainment of Nibbana, you must work hard. Not by means of select endeavor, not by means of feeble effort. Naida Apena Dhammasa. Is this Nibbana to be achieved? Nibbana and Dhikantapa. Is this Nibbana to be achieved? Sabba dukkha pamochana. Release from all suffering. That is also Nibbana state explained. In the state of Nibbana, we can release all suffering, all type of suffering. Here dukkha if I aggregate. Nibbana dikandavam sabadukha pamochana. Not by means of select endeavor, little endeavor, not by means of feeble effort. Is this Nibbana to be achieved? Release from all suffering. That relieves from all suffering. Nibbana relieves all suffering. That is the point. Na yidam, na idam. Yam is just addition. Na idam. Idam, Nibbana, what to say? Nibbana cannot obtain with slack endeavor. That is the meaning. Nibbana cannot attain a little effort. Little effort. Nibbana cannot be obtained the feeble effort. Cannot obtain. That is the meaning you must work hard to attain Nibbana. Nibbana is that. Nibbana is that which release all sufferings. Sabba dukkha pamochana. So, ayancha deharo bhikkhu ayam mottama puriso daredi andimandeham chittva maran savahine. The Buddha praised that monks. Ayancha deharo bhikkhu. This young bhikkhu is a nawa, no? Young. Even young. His attainment is a high rank. This is young bhikkhus. The Buddha pointed out, Ayancha deharo bhikkhu. This is young bhikkhus. Ayam mottama puriso. This is a supreme man indeed. Supreme man. Uttama Purisa, unsurpassed, supreme man, outstanding man, want to say, supreme man. Indeed, Dhareti Antiman Deha, he carries about his final body. Antima Deha means, Antima means the last one. Deha means body. He carried the last body. He never will bring another body. He will never take another body. There is a last body because of he's a Rahant. That means a Rahant. Therefore, Dhareti Antiman Deha. Antima Deha means the last body. The last body. He carried about his last or final body. Last body. Why his body is the last one? Chittawa Maran Sawa Hine, having conquered Mara. Having conquered Mara with his mount, with his army. Sawa Hine. Mara has a lot of armies, big army. He has many followers. The bad people, terrorists, his followers, you see. Mara's follower. Sawahine. Dhareti Antiman Deha Chittwa Maran Sawahine. Having conquered Chittwa, having conquered Mara, together with his followers, together with his army, want to say this one. So, I want to say, according to this sutta, story is not important, but the story is interesting. So, the Buddha want to say, Nibbana cannot attain without hard work. You must work hard for attain Nibbana. Nibbana is a place where release all suffering. That is the point. So, okay. To clarify the main Nibbana. Okay, let me stop. Yeah.